new coverage for commentators for PSF4 today. PSF5 for me has been a lovely song. As we can see, we are doing an F1 World Cup because basically EA just did EA things. Now we're going to wait for our competitors. There we go, back in the fresh lobby. So Jacob Napper will not race because he lacked a bit of practice time. So what could possibly happen for the Bahrain Grand Prix in a full lobby? We only had like 14 in PSF5 and I finished 7th. It's been a nice quiet symphony. I've got a little bit of a bonus to make it a bit more fun. I've got to rate your in-game liveries as well. If you guys use like a pink car, I might call you a Barbie car. So it'll be like quite fun, I think. I'm rating on a few people, including some F5 exclusives. You could beat me 6-8, 110 in. We got 14 people in now. Or Lucas, I should say. And PCF reaction is getting underway on our possibly alternative platform. Okay, everyone's nearly in now. We've got 15 in. Oh, we're ready to go. Oh, you're ready to go into the lobby in 15 seconds. Can you just slow it up, please? Joe Black, Joe, three people to confirm. And this week we're in F1 Wildcards around Bahrain Grand Prix because basically EA just made a big mess of it. What did you say? Just made a funny quote. Right, we are loaded into the qualifier session for the Bahrain Grand Prix in PSF4. You're in now. It looks a quite nice day out there. There we go. Just gonna wait for our first competitor. Ignore the body information by the speaker panel. Oh, we have the first car on track. We have Oliver. Oh no, I forgot that livery. It's Oliver, the first person out on track. No, Joe's on track. It was very abstract pack and paper livery, and I give it a 6 out of 10. Chris with a Argentine livery, representing this country, which looks nice. Looks quite an 8 out of 10. Oliver and his, shall I say, a very beautiful, a very recognizing pink car. And we've got Leo Capelli in the beautiful pink Alpine livery, used in Bahrain to Australia. Nice to see that in the game. Well, his ship's livery, he's using a livery based on Raven West, I believe. Score, he's using, I believe, livery for the 800 race. Normandy's also on an Alpine livery too. Astro, aka Mr. Black and Purple Catler. And in towards the final few seconds to start their first lap of the race. Here we go now, Joe. Starting the first lap of the session. See what we can do now. The F1 car, of course, may feel a little bit different. And the haze as well, so it may cause a little bit of distraction for some drivers. It's a bit foggy, but you know it's a desert heat. Oh, a little bit shaded there from Joe, heading up towards turn number 4. Oh, there's a little bit right there. Not very optimal. 29.3. Not the best. Not the best we've seen so far. Here we go, yellow in sector 3. I don't know who, but I think they're okay. We was just going for now towards a very difficult tight left hand there. And now towards the back straight. And so heading up towards now what I call one of my favourite corners on the track. It's a fast left right hander. Top speed may head about 260 km an hour, and before using 7 km may slow you down about a couple of cents. Heading up towards now, flying up towards another back straight, heading towards the final call at blistering speed. As you now heading towards now final call with Joe. He sets a benchmark time for everyone else to beat, and it's going to be a 1:30.222. And we've seen now Ollie Boy, from PSF5 making the F4 debut this weekend. Can he beat it? No, 3 attempts off. So Malvern Netherlands, the group organiser, as Chris goes to goes second fastest in fact. The score kick is marginally quicker. Leo Cavill goes professional pole surfer for 29.9. May soon be thrashed by school kick. So when heading over the line, there's Shubnubliak is set the fastest after the race session for 29.5. So Yamadu goes quickest with 29.512. To injure like a 10th second off the pace. So heads towards the final corner, you see yellow flag sector 1. Anyway, oh, that's a nice livery from Blackwell, from black and green. Remember that's copies. Condi's AI being a bit... Well, what the hell's happening to Condi's? Condi's having a little bit of an internet lag. Quack goes pole position server for 29.424. Fastest we've seen so far. I might note down Condi's in-game lag. So you may see a bit of trouble heading towards the final few corners now. You see now Vatnik, one of the possible championship contenders. Final corner now. So what Blackwell can set. Vatnik can set, I mean. Vatnik goes to 4th fastest with 29.843. Decent. But quicker than me. Me will do Rebbe's seen a very picturesque colour. Mr. Condis is having a little bit of flagging, which his lap times went in the bin. Oh, his flagging is very bad. It may cause a bit of issue in the lobby later on. So Lee Webb heading towards the first corner. Yes, Lee Webb set the purple first sector as fast as anyone else possibly. Now powering up down to the hairpin, the green car of Condis moving out of the way. And so the sometimes of Mr. Ukabili, yes, who's again if I did another lap. Having a dreadful qualifying session. Whilst we're going up for another run. I guess he's doing on his fucking slaps, so I was just letting by. And we see that Lee Webb heading towards the final corner, powering down to the main straight. Much shorter to Elvis and goes P4 with a 29.669. Nice lap for him. It's going to be quite feisty for later on. You'll see the pink Alpine couples. That's Nico Hiltlin. And towards the final corner to start the lap. Had a quite a little bit of a cautious pace. From Hillen breaks down towards turn 1. Yeah, I think Nico Hillman will experience some improvements during this race weekend. The more you learn, the more you'll be quicker. We might see a new champion to make it one day. Seconds off the pace at the first sector, which is learning. Let's see the other learner of Napa. Hasn't even done a proper lap around Bahrain yet. We see now Nico Hilden in, heading towards one of our favourite corners around the track. Two seconds precisely off the pace. Maybe 3 seconds. He might not possibly beat you, can beat me. And we see Oliver goes to P7. Nico Hilden goes a little bit wide, that's a bit unfortunate there. See what time he could set. Can he beat the port average back in 2014? He does. Nice. Conley's leaving this session with the despite a little bit of internet lag. And then we see now Skulky is on the lap. We see a bit of traffic paradise heading towards turn 1. Thankfully didn't even hamper it well. It was Chris goes fastest. Chris Pat, a debutant. A couple of races to go. Anyway, we need to check on some comments. So Skulky heading towards now the final few corners to finish up the laps. So Skulky, also known as Georgia Sadi, one of those controversial things we have to do. First of all, times up towards the middle sector, which may probably bring it to the 2960s. And to be careful of traffic paradise. Heading towards after the final corner. Slightly lower gear. It cost him some time there. You know, heading towards the straight. Let's see what time George decided to go. It goes third fastest, 29.511. No signs of improvement from Yamina. Marvin Adams has been up. Yamina sets of 29.3. Mr. Lackey's is back in the lobby. Straight in duty validates a lap again. You see now Black Wolf having a slightly poor qualifying than we expected. Anyway, back of the lady, he's getting the groups a bit more now, which is good for him, I suppose. At least he's beaten someone. Yeah. Yes, he's taking a good amount of lap times. We haven't seen his full potential yet. Who's on laps right now? We see Fannig is on that right now. Power up now towards one of my favourite corners of the circuit. Yellow sector 2, we see a pink car going a little bit slow, which is now green, which is good. Black, red, and yellow, nice. It goes to 10th up again. Once we head to the 2960s, it's got to be quite close between the midfield. As now we're heading towards the final corner. We go with Fatnik. Also known as Joshua Marshall, who raced in PSF2, if you will remember. Let's see if we can keep his performances up in PSF4. It does go to P4. It's quite a nice start from him. As Blackwell improves to P12 with a 30.5. So Connors is now fixed to internet connection, which is good. Where did he get that one shot for back lift before my door there? You see Leo Cavalli now on the next installation laps. Powering up now towards turn 1. At a pretty rapid pace. And we see now Leo Cavalli heading towards turn 4. Quite decent food there. It goes to 10th up, nearly. Germany maybe clearly in the pole position spot, man. That lap's perfect for him. I need to see the pole lap so I can just commentate through it. How do you actually get the pink Alpine livery from a lower there? And you see now, carefully heading towards the foul. Of course, one of my favourite corners of the track, you have to pull your foot through it. Which he does. Goes 2 attempts up. Of course, we're heading to the 29.7th. As long as she doesn't screw the final corner, which is quite easy to do around here. You need to be learning about throttle inputs. And then see now heading towards the final corner. Get that foot hard to the floor as you can. The eyes wide open. Goes to P6 with 29.5. Here we've got nearly like he's heading towards turn 4. Got Nicola Hidley is retired from the session, unfortunately. He's been out qualified by Yuka as nearly like he's 2 attempts up towards the first sector, which is a nice sector for him. He needs to be careful of traffic power that's heading towards the middle sector, which he has to move out. Which the person driving that car needs to move out of the way, which is good. I think it's Leo Cavalli. No, he's not. See now, powering up down, back straight, heading towards one of my favourite corners for the track again, for turns 11 and 12. Giving literal beans through the corner there. It's 4 attempts up, he's going to possibly get himself to 29 watts here. It's going to be a really really glad for him if he could stick it to for the final corner. So it's going to be thrilling. Can he actually get his car in these beautiful colour, abstract colours to pole position in Bahrain? Can he get himself to the 29 watts for the first time ever? He does go to the 29 Tuesday, which is a good lap of him. Yours Crackies exploring some camels. Germany was beside the session. Meanwhile, as Skull Kicky's qualifying session is in the bin. So it's your Cavaliers. And the Ero Ps on lap 2. So Joe is still slower. So the Chris Patty's half a tenth down so he can make himself towards the final corner. Now it backs out. Let's see, Tradidja. It's a 10th up. Can he actually make himself magical out this final few corners? Meanwhile, that's Malvern Islands. Then towards the turn 4 now. Can he actually try and make himself a little bit more magic through here? It goes to 10th up. This is going to be a really close, scintillating qualifying session we're going to see here in witness in Ero history. Does Malvern Islands have an answer to Supergax 29.222? Let's find out. Pretty clean through there. I'm going to get on board with them. Hurry up now towards one of my favourite parts of the circuit. Go as wide as possible. Keep the beans through there. And you need to be careful of the guys right in front of them, so he won't be able to be impeded. It goes 3 tenths up. Oh, he's going to be heading towards the 128. If he goes to the 128, I'm going to donate him 10 quid. As we're just now heading towards the final corner. Here he goes now. That's Marvin Allen's heading towards the final corner, heading to the straight line. Can he get himself to the 128? He does! Marvin Allen's is on pole position, ladies and gentlemen, but it's 128.948. Stellar lap from him. I have to earn it for 10 out at the end of this, unfortunately. Oh, congratulations, Marvin Allen's on his possibly first pole of the season. Beautiful lap for Marvin Allen's there, which is and if you see the quick lineup for today's race, you have Crack on pole position. Shipnudiak second, Yamano third, Skull Kick 4th, Fatig 5th, Donature 6th, Lee Webb 7th, Scapoli 8th, Joe 9th, Ollie 10th, Cruz 11th, Black Wolf 12th, Condis 13th, Mr. Lerner is 14th, and a good finish off with Nickel Hilsner in 15th. So like 4 seconds off the pace, so that's beautiful. And we've later got down towards the grid as Jacob Napper, also known as Condis, having issues with his internet connection, which is sad for him. You're going to have now a roughly 14 car race. Drivers fiddling their setups, and I did a +1 on a few today. I did a lovely little 2-stop there. Here we go, headed towards the 5 red lights for the Bahrain Grand Prix, and it's lights out, and away we go for the Bahrain Grand Prix and PSF4. As Crackers get a really good launch off the line, the German who is going to head up Shipnudiak. And towards our turn 1. 3 wide, got a bits of bodywork around there. 3 wide there, the virtual safety got deployed already. Balls of bodywork floating off the track somewhere. Creatic started there, it's just lost his front wing. Crazy start there. Doing a bit crash bag and wallop there. Yano did set a really good start and goes ahead of Skull Kick. It's just really had a very poor start for him. Skull by error. Hopefully nobody speeds under the first safety car, otherwise they'll just be bullied in Skull. Anyway, let's put on our telemetry. There we go. And first safety car may end soon. Clear lots of bodywork in the track there. Oh, ties, ties. There we go. Oh, some most mediums, some hards and soft one of Dreadinja. I'm surprised he left set himself a best set of softs. Yamano gets the drive through penalty. Speaking on the first safety car, absolute schoolboy over there. Naughty stuff from him. That's Leo Cavalli helping teammates also spun as well. You see two wide heading between now, between the battle between the top 5. And then also the striker. Why is he so foggy? As Marvin Adams is trying their best to escape the field. Meanwhile, behind him, it's going to be 3 wide heading towards turn 1. Oh, there's contact there. There's contact there between Yaminu and Fanik there, and his car's ghosted. I think there's something needs to be sorted about that. His car just literally ghosted after collision. And when you see now as Fanik heading towards the inside, there's a little bit of contact again. Crashing to the back of George Sadi. He may be really pissed off, man. As Fanik dives into the inside again. Keeps the move stick perfectly this time around. Well, literally, Questel is still side by side heading towards now a very sharp left-hander. It's going to be like Hamilton and Alonso back those months ago. Nobody's got damage at least, which is good. The Drodinja heading to the outside line of the favourite corner on the track. Let's do a battery bird on. As we see yellow flag in second 2. We see Joe having to spin there. Typical. A very close battle. You need to pay attention now. Fat League and Skull Kick. Skull Kick goes back ahead of Fat League. Joshua Marshall, the guy in F2, has cracked at the fastest after the race of 33.2. No questions asked. Meanwhile, there's a little bit of waving. 3 wide heading towards turn 1. Oh my word! There's a huge crash there. Oh my word! Jesus Christ, that is a massive crash there. Safety cars deployed no matter what. My heart just skipped a bloody beat out there. Skull Kick's eliminated. Oh my word, that's a huge crash. That's the biggest crash I've ever seen in my entire life. Holy. You see, we've got Faddy got down to the car. Also involved, I think, is Shimiliak. It's good. I think it's got to be an intentional collision between those 3 there. Absolutely stupid. That is absolute. Need to check the car. So you just stop the area of bird, please, game. I am not in doubt. George Charles is going to be a very angry man after this. That's the biggest crash I've ever seen at ELF. Yep, should be the excellent damage as well. Safety cars out and trying to battle what? People coming to the pit stops now, especially Yaminu. That's got to be one of the scariest frightening crashes ever. That's eliminated George Sadi, and Yaminu is in the pits for new front wing. I think this is going to be a red flag here. Could have been red flagged. The marshals are coming quickly to his aid. Got safety guy in Bahrain. They've still got a driver penalty. Still haven't served yet. He might possibly get disqualified here. Wait a minute. He's got a penalty for something else. Need to check. Still got a driver penalty. Yep. Yamanu's races. Bye bye. You could hear leading in the pictures film. George said he's really mad. Safety car's in his slap now for the first time in this race. I think at this rate, the incident between possibly Yaridu and Skullcake will be investigated after the race. You just use. It's gonna have a really busy day in the office, I'm afraid. And you see now as Malvalance, the race leader, now pairing up now to start the first restart of the race. However, it's as Germany was banned from the race for ignoring the driving penalty. I told you could get banned. He's banned now. Able to see crazy right there. It's got to be 2 right there. And he puts the turn 3, turn 2 and 3. No contact there, which is nice to see. You see now Chris Pat, the Argentine rookie driver, gonna get past the legend of Black Wolf. And Lee Webb. Look at him, guys. Right like a rocket ship. Oh, there's contact there. Oh no. Chris is sour out the race after that crash. Safety car applied yet again. Unfortunate collision for him there. He's involved with Lee Webb. Oh, that's so sad. That is so sad. That is another big crash again. You see now is well, for now it's the race leader now was now in the pits. Goes down to 12 footers immediately. It's time for a little bit of sponsor. This week's sponsor is partly spotted by Gridfinder. Looking for a place to do some Formula 1 sim racing on F123 and other sim racing leagues such as in Assetto Corsa Competizione, iRacing and R-Factor 2. This place is quite perfect. If you want a fan spot, join Ero community. It's what we are at nearly 2,000 members in. We offer very clean, valuable racing. Well, ignore the very big crashes there, which you saw. If you want to join yourselves in, the grid finder is in the description of the video and the live stream itself, so you can find yourselves a nice cup of tea and a very friendly community. Thank you very much for reading the sponsor for today's video. Possibly could get a lobby restart. And people who have crashed out for not being able. He got panic. Then he just put under the safety car. Schoolboy stuff for him, unfortunately. I have Tradija. Now leads the pace, leads the field. Straight hours. 10 hours for Jacob Natter. Safety car's in his slap now for the second time this race. Hopefully this time we're going to have no casualties. Now as Dredinja leads the field now, traffic up, burning the Elvis bird as well, and it's what's on for the second restart of the race, hopefully with the 11 remaining run as well. Condis' internet's been a little bit rubbish, I can say that. Anyway, now we're ready to go again. Whoa, a little bit of worse, wavy there. Maybe we see now Oliver from Ps F3 scored it outside line of Tradija. Failed, unfortunately for him. See the top 5. You see the basic car is getting a little bit drifted around there. That's Oliver. Holly Boy from PSF is leading their 4-legs in Bahrain. Unbelievable work from him. Roughly work. He's literally licked the stump and sent it. As Malvin Alice is ahead of Nicole Hilton in. Rodinci trying to get himself back ahead of Oliver Johannesson. We have a slip outside the girl with Shubniliak and Black Wolf. And Shubniliak goes past Black Wolf without crashing this time round, which is good. Anyone has been in contact there, parts might be thrown off. As frightening he's got damage to his car before the collision with Leo Lever, I think. And so battle between Joe and Malvin Allens. I've got to go past, you can beat me 68110. 68107 7 side to go. 3-1 again! Hopefully no casualties, please no casualties, please no casualties. Thank God. A little bit wide, a little bit of wheel barging. Is that to get his contact again? He said my favourite word, like contact, is actually, oh my word, there's a little bit of lots of chaos around there. That's how Leo Cavalier goes ahead of, you can beat me 6810. I think I was just learning how to do some ice skating, not racing. Blooming heck. I might leave that down to Stuart's inquiry for the excessive weaving. Anyway, talking of battles, we've got Shubniliak battling against Oliver. Nico Hilton gets a penalty for cutting the corner. Unfortunately for him. You see now possibly leading for an overtake. No, not quite yet. Shubniliak is having a fresher tyre set than Oliver Johannesson. Go work close behind. No overtake yet. Yeah, well, Studinci just burn all of his Yaris heading to the pits now. The Yaris is now occupied. For the first time this race, thank heavens for that, it seems we had to see 2 casualties so far. Shubniliak does the inside of Oliver. Oliver thinks of defending there. Got past the inside line, there is a little bit of carnage behind. As Shubniliak is occupied in the DRS, goes ahead of in there. Yellow flag in sector 1. Oh, we see Joe spinning around again. You see a side by side battle now with Leo Cavalier, and you can beat me 6110. Beautiful stuff. Joe House is cheating, cutting the corner. If he's trying to get himself, he's just got himself a 15-second time up for just literally cheating. Here we'll see Leo Cavalier down the inside line. There's a little bit tucked there from between himself and Leo Cavalier. To Oliver getting a penalty for going off the track a few times, which is awful. He's now under pressure from the PSF4 god himself, Malvin Allens. The closest battle moves between these two. You see now as Malvin Allens goes ahead of very easy PC11 squeezy of Oliver Johannesson. Easy stuff dead, at least there's no crashes this time round. Rose just getting another penalty for speed under the pit and he's quit. Lovely. And see now is Mr. You can beat the 6810. He's behind Leo Cavalier. Down to 11 winners. Oliver is struggling on his sides a bit. Ero Ps at the fastest after the race. Covering what could have been a controversial crash, and Nico Hildman gets a penalty for going off the track a few times. Possibly the second time. And we see behind, as Fatty goes to the inside line of UGB 61810. Make the 6 side by side closer to the door. Beautiful stuff a bit. And number 47 is now up to P6. And he's now on the hunt for Leo Cavalli. So I think he's burning all of the hours again. Possibly defending against UGB 681. See, was a little bit of a shaky dance there. Play a bit of a DRS game between these two, which is nice to see. If they could do it cleanly, that'd be perfect. We'll still see a battle between Fanatic and UGB. Oh, nice aerial shot there towards the few sharp corners. Breaks down towards the nice little Harbiners. As UGB goes a little bit wiser, he spins Patrick out, costs him out of contention, and he resets the track and he gets a 10-second penalty with 2 penalty points added to his name. You will see the battle contends for the lead out between Shivdeliak and Mount Islands. Islands just really throwing a goal on Shivdeliak. You hit the hours powering Mount Islands again, heading towards now double turn 1. 20 kilometers now faster, no question asked. Mount Islands is now back in the lead of the Grand Prix. As Leo Cavalli goes to P4 ahead of Black Wolf. Chris has left the session, which he forgot to do that earlier on with his massive crash between himself and the whip. Things looking quite after that massive crash. With the excessive defending they good. Smalvin and Shivdeliak are still facing each other. So it's Black Wolf on 5 lap order tyres, maybe 6. We're possibly heading to the pits now for possibly one of their final stops. To possibly cut out Leo Cavalli on the undercut. As Oliver is now in the pits. Oliver in the pits for possibly their first and last stop of the race. I'm going to be careful now as Oliver now leaves the pits. Let's see if we can get himself ahead of Nico Hilden there, very easy. A little bit wide there. So Oliver can actually catch the top of the field at the moment. Okay. As Condis into the pits again. Condis spots Joe's left the session. That's an unfortunate coincidence. It's looking a bit quiet, I would say. Smart is escaping like it's Christmas. It's good. They have professional top standings of Smart should be like Leo Cavalry, Black Wolf. Talking of Ukulele, senior depicts now doing an incredible stint on these tyres, possibly going to the arts. Fatnik and Dredinja powering along, turning towards turn 1. As Oliver Johannesson gets the undercut done. And he's now rejoining about precisely stood at last. Precisely. And we're heading towards now towards 1089. And it's looking a little bit quiet. As Lee Webber is now right behind Nico Hilterman. Nico Hilterman is the world's fastest driver, and he would never be overtaken by anyone. True stat. So Lee Webber thinking of an overtake on Nico Hilterman. Possibly because Nico Hilterman makes another mistake. Nico Hilterman stays ahead of him though. Impressive work, but brilliant defending from Nico Hilterman. We're going against a former champion in the making. He's slowing down Lee Webber so he can beat me. He's still ahead of them. Nico Hilterman, he's defending for his absolute life for his points. Oh, he's one wide. Oh dear. Anyway, that was quite funny. And you see now battle between Dredinja and Fatnik for P5 for the race. As Dredinja goes a little bit wide there. Gonna be a nice battle between them for possibly P5 for the race, as Fatnik needs to pit yet again for another freshie. Nothing new as Uka beat P10 is battling against Lee Red for P8 in the race, as Nico Hilterman is having a nice cruise. Well, as you can be makes a little mistake there, now out of DRS range. As Leo Cavalry now entered the pits now. So he's Fatnik. So he now grabs himself P4 now. Let's pay attention now. So can he get himself ahead of Leo Cavalry? Ah, it's a million miles off. Wait a minute. Oh, Leo Cavalry's got the position perfectly stuck, so it goes a little bit like that, but it's alright. The gap now between the two leaders is now 2.2 seconds. Now Georgian is on a hunt to Black Wolf. Still, could be race. We still have a battle going on for P7 race, between Lee Webber You Can Beat Me. And all the gaps are now getting really close. Steve will possibly get a 5-second penalty drop for causing a collision against him and Chris Pratt. Well, that's maybe thinks about it, but not quite there yet. So we can progress on now. Is Gp is catching quite vigorously to Lee Rep, battling for position for P7 of possible race. See if Lee Rep can actually make it to the end and defend for his absolute life from P8, P7. As the gap between the leaders now is now 2.5 seconds. Don't forget we got Dread Injury on much quicker tyres. Our block covers on very old tyres. Is he actually really hard soft? And breaking out with the fan on the good. Maybe it's all the Packers. Leo Cavalli sets the fastest up the race. As BW using to defend his fattening sets the fastest up the race at 32.6. Here we'll see a little bit of a battle still happening. Your Dread Injury is close up right up to Black Wolf on very old tyres, lasting a cemetery. Black Wolf has to pit sometime soon. Of course, this has a good explosion. Of course, a massive explosion that would damage his ass. What's he doing? Oh, he's pitting it now. Thank God for that. He actually didn't even kill someone, which is good. I don't know if he managed to do 920 laps of those hard tyres. Must be some great courage. You see now, Lee Webb and You Can Beat these battles intensifying. Makes a beautiful overtake. Gets the job done, thankfully for him. Roughly suffering, and the gap's now 3.2 seconds between the two leaders. They were right behind Fadnik on a much quicker tyres. It's catching him like they're world champions. We should have 10 drivers remaining still. Nico Hilding is scoring his first points in PSF4. Things may get interesting now as Fanatic is now really close behind Lee Webb for PA7. Using a more wider line there. Thinks about it again, might possibly get him out the back straight. And a much quicker time and much better exit. You see now both of these drivers side by side in towards the final corner. And he actually sends it down the inside. Oh, well, there's got to be contact there. Looks like it. As Fatnik goes ahead of the red for P7 in the race. P7 in the race. But Lee Webb isn't finished yet. Oh, well, there's got to be a huge crash there. Heading towards turn 1. Lee Webb sends it. He steals the DRS from Fanny. Grabs it there. Lovely stuff a bit. Lovely piece of defending there. Meanwhile, Dredinja is now under pressure from Oliver Johannesson. He's going for his first podium PS of his entire Ero career. He's got to get it done here. I think so otherwise. Now there's a lapped car of Condy Spot. He's letting them by. Meanwhile, there's Fadik versus. If Fadik sends it down the inside. Towards a very quick land there. A little bit collision there. It forced him off the track there. Leave him to be forced off the track and need to be careful of Blackwell's shots like an absolute rider right behind him. As Blackwell thinks about moving an overtake there. Incredible battle happening here for P6 in the race. P7 in the race, in fact. Yeah, well, it's Oliver Johannesson. But he possibly get his first podium here of everything and make this move stick on ship. He's actually going for it. Oliver Johannesson is ahead of Dredinja. As it's side by side, a little bit of wheel banging there. I wonder who's gonna possibly pay the price for it. Whereas Blackwell was good, he's ahead of Lee Webb, having that coincidence. Here it's now on with a fast flying soft wood of Blackwell. Possibly sends it down the inside, though he isn't. Thinks about it again. That's a purple first sector, fastest for anyone else. This Nickel Hilton is pitting for a set of soft by possibly trying to improve his position by a bit. It's wide open now for Black Wolf. May possibly get this job done easy, which he does, which is nice stuff for him. Now can he actually try and catch you can beat like on sub lap old hards against 2 lap old softs who could win. Well, as Dredinja tries to figure himself get past back of Oliver Johannesson, unfortunately for him. You need to be careful of the dangers behind him. You know, as Fadik is having none of it. 20 kilometers an hour faster. Sends it down the inside. Beautiful stuff of him. Fadik and Blackwell were having a brilliant race out for possibly P7. They end up having a battle for P6 actually. So now a second adrift from P6, which they are now in the DRS now, I believe. Meanwhile, as Fatnik is defending their absolute life against Black Wolf. I guess they're in the DRS now, though. But Black Wolf is on the DRS of Fatnik. See if we can actually get the job done this time around on a much quicker tyre. Yep. This first see a very close battle between P6 and P9. Let's do episode of 14 lap medium tyres. Anyway, up ahead is Ero Ps. 5 seconds of drift of them. See what Fanny can do now, though it's not thick enough a deck just yet. It's gonna be beaten. Oh, a little bit of a touch there. Please don't crash, please don't crash. Obviously there'll be full contact on the air. Oh, that's sad. Okay, well that's the lap may cause them a little bit of trouble as Flock will make a crucial mistake. You still see now 3 car battling for P6 professionally after the penalty supply. Yeah. Frantic now is on really close behind. You could beat without. He sends it down the inside line, heading towards the final corner. They go side by side still. Oh, there's a huge crash there, huge collision there involving Frantic and you could beat me. His shadow flags out for no reason, as you could beat me. It's fuming, I think. Huge crash there. Meanwhile, as Blackwolf is now benefiting from the collision, it's now up to P6. Oh no, what's happening? Blackwolf is now ahead. Wait a minute. The rare bit is now challenging on 16 lap pole tyres. It's swinging about inside outside. No chance. This may be going under investigation by the students again for causing a collision, as Fanning may possibly lose himself another few positions, possibly kind of place back to League Web, and you could beat me. And Nico Hildeman is a nice minute behind him. I guess he's just learning how to drive. So I'll just let him be it, just to argue. You know, I don't like arguing. League Web is trying to attack Fanning on 16 lap pole tyres. It's unbelievable stint from them. You can still see a battle for P6 contending as we enter the closing stages of the race. Most of the guys are popular on lap 28. The hour's wide open again for Fatnik. As Blackwolf is running out of the hours, may possibly hamper his straight line speed quite a bit. And he heads towards third turn one. So now plans to take a bit of fuel conserving there from Fatik. Steel Abyss, why is he attacking on 17 lap pole mediums? This is unbelievable. Freddy gets back on the DRS of Blackwolf. You need to be careful if Lever goes down the inside line. He's actually attacking here with 17 lap pole tyres. He's now ahead of Fatik for P7 professionally. Hopefully they don't crash into each other, which they might not. This is going to make Fatik is going to try to press the button now, allows him to get himself a little bit more quicker. Well, they're still side by side racing, can you think towards the goal? the race may not be over yet. That's funny. You know, I think did he just quit for the battle? Why? I think he's going to get himself the fastest start point. To get himself up to 3 points for the race. So they're still defending, still attacking on 18 on both sides. Is a literal goat. It was the web. Nope, not yet. As Valence on 22 lap out hard to start the final lap of the race. As Chatiliak may possibly in risk of a puncture. Still see a battle contesting for P6 of the race between Lee Rep on 8, 9, possibly going up to 19 lap on mediums. He's going for it, he's going for it. He's actually going for it, he should press the trigger. Lee Rep, the inside line now, clears up Blackwolf. 19 lap pole size. It doesn't actually stop him. Where's Marvin? Marvin is heading up to us now. Back straight for one last time. Because Hildner gets a penalty for going off the track a few times again, which just means he's like a minute behind the entire grid. You see now Marvin Allen's heading towards the final corner to win what was an exciting, crashful Bahrain Grand Prix. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Marvin Allen wins the Bahrain Grand Prix. You see now his compatriot Crack finishes second. Chatiliak finishes second. And look at this guy. Look at this person. What if Johannesson is on the podium for the first time in his Ero career? Unbelievable work from him. Theo Cavalli finishes a comfortable P5. Ero Ps 6. Sorry about that. Race is now finished. It's been quite a race despite that massive crash. And we see our official top 10s, official finishing standings. Marvin Allen wins a easy peasy Bahrain Grand Prix from Chatiliak, Oliver Johannesson for his first ever podium with Ero. Dudincha 4th, Leo Cavalli 5th, Ero Ps 6th, Blackwolf 7th, Gp in 8th, Frank in 9th, Nico Hilton in 10th, and from Condis will be classes DNQ. DSQ. And we have the retirements of Johanste, Chris, Yaminu, Skull Kick after that massive crash at the start. Who's been disqualified from the race for not serving his penalty. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys next week. We hit to Abu Dhabi for round 10. Thank you very much for watching, and adios.